Hi. So I just had another thought about minimalism. Hi. And I wanted to share that. So I was just thinking about how minimalism can help you to not be jealous and not feel the feeling, even at all, of wanting what other people have. Because most of the time, I think, at least for me, when you're not like doing something like minimalism, or if it's not minimalism, if you don't make a conscious way of creating a criteria of what comes into your life, what stays in your life, and what leaves your life, then you kind of like will default to something that you're not even conscious of, right? And I think a lot of that is, and maybe this goes back to potentially even like our history as humans, and we maybe learned from other people who said, oh, that man has fire, so I could be warm too, I should do that. It was very maybe like like it had a lot of utility, perhaps. Just a thought. Didn't research this at all, but with minimalism, as I'm starting to learn about it and come up with like just this way of thinking, it's like every single item you basically have a criteria on, does this belong in my life or not. And so, like, for instance, the one of the criteria I'm using is like, do I need it, do I use it, do I love it? Most important of everything being, do I love it, and how does it make me feel? Does it improve my life? That kind of thing. So as I'm like going through and thinking of every item in my home or at my desk or in my car or wherever, as I'm thinking of that, it really makes me realize that like it's putting me much more into a mindset of like I would never see something that another person had, and automatically, because I do, my mindset when I see someone else do something, have something, anything, I automatically just assume, it's like literally an assumption in my mind that's very subconscious. I just assume I should do that thing also, or I should have that thing also. If I think that thing is good, if I like that thing, I just assume that it's also right for me and that it's also what I should be doing or what I should own. And I feel like as I'm starting to enter this mindset and think of minimalism, it's so different than the other ways that I've ever thought of when I've been cleaning out my home, because I do these cleans all the time, and they've always felt great to me because I have so much shit. So just knowing the philosophy behind it and really like asking these questions and cultivating a relationship with everything that I own, and really just choosing to be like, if I own it, I should really value it. If I'm owning something that I don't value, then it's literally teaching me that there should be things in my life that do not serve me and that I don't value. And that is not a healthy way to live for me personally. So yeah, I just thought that, wow, what a great way minimalism can help us not to compare ourselves to other people. Because when we have a very mindful criteria on what we should have or what we want to have and what we want to own, then it inevitably, when you're creating it, because like who would be like, you know what, one of my criteria on what I should own is other people should have it. Like, that is so not logical. You would never even put it in your criteria. So when you have a criteria, things outside of that criteria will just not go. So if you see something with somebody with something nice, it then will never become like, oh, I should have that, because part of your criteria is not other people should own it, so I should own it. Because with minimalism, it's all like, what's right for you, what serves you. It really helps, at least it's really helping me to get in touch with what serves me personally, what feels right to me. It's not a self-centered thing in any way, but it's just really realizing this is my life, my body is my vessel, my home is the place that my vessel lives in, right? And yeah, it's just it's what feels right and what is right for me. So it inevitably helps me to enter into mindset where what is right for me is what is right for me, and what somebody else's own has nothing to do with what's right for me at all, and what they have in their life. And so yeah, I just hope that little tip helps you to, even if you are not even interested in minimalism at all, I hope that you can maybe apply it to your life if you find that it calls to you and that it is helpful in any way. Because I compare myself all the time to other people. So this is and totally unintended consequence of looking into mindfulness for me, or minimalism. Thanks.